Hello everybody and welcome to Barca News. Today is June 4th, 2022 and I have a lot of exciting news to share with you. News about the Bank of America deal that Barcelona are trying to close, news about the wage cuts that Barcelona are trying to implement, and news about players like Raphinha and Gavi. We have lots to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Mo and I created this channel so it could be a one-stop shop for all Barcelona fans where they can come here and get the latest news regarding FC Barcelona. Whether it be transfer rumors, injury updates, post-match analysis, or anything else, you will find it here. So I invite all of you to please subscribe to my channel so you can stay current on the latest news regarding our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now in yesterday's video, I reported that Barcelona had said no to the CVC deal. This is a deal that would have seen the sale of 10% of Barca media rights for a period of 40 years to the CVC investment fund in exchange for 270 million euros. Well, it seems that Joan Laporta was not okay with selling Barca media rights for that long, and it seems that La Liga's president Javier Tebas was not willing to compromise and come down on that number. So it is official, Barcelona has said no to the CVC deal. However, I also reported in yesterday's video, which I will leave the link for down below in the description, that Barcelona are currently working on an alternative deal with Bank of America. Now, when I first reported this news, there was not a lot of details about the deal. All we knew was that Barcelona will be selling a bigger percentage of their media rights for a shorter period of time in exchange for a staggering number of 600 million euros. Well, today, more details have emerged in the press, and it seems that if this deal would go through, Barcelona will be selling 15% of Barca media rights. That's 5% more than the CVC deal for a period of 25 years, which is much shorter than the 40 years required by the CVC deal, for in exchange for a lot more money, which is 600 million euros. Now this is an interesting deal because Bank of America is usually the bank that finances Real Madrid. In fact, they're the bank financing the renewal of the Santiago Bernabeu, and it seems that Real Madrid's president Florentino Perez is actually putting pressure on the bank to see this deal through. Now, before you think that Florentino Perez is somehow an undercover Barcelona fan, that's not the case. He is a smart businessman and he knows that if Barcelona were to go down or cease to exist, that would cost Real Madrid also in revenues, because what would La Liga be without El Clásico between Real Madrid and Barcelona? Now, Barcelona has not confirmed the details of this deal, but I do hope it does materialize, because 600 million euros will go a long way to get us out of this financial hole that the previous president Bartomeu has put us in. Now, speaking of the club's financial situation, I reported yesterday that Barcelona's Vice President of Finance had revealed Barcelona's huge wage bill, which is 560 million euros. Now this wage bill, of course, has been reduced since Joan Laporta took over, and since the three highest paid players left, which were Messi, Antoine Griezmann, and Philippe Coutinho. And this wage bill has been reduced even further after Joan Laporta renewed several players under the new and strict wage structure that he has implemented. Players such as Ronald Araujo, Pedri, and Ansu Fati. But despite all these efforts of this club, this wage bill remains very high. It's 160 million higher than what Real Madrid pays their player, and it's 260 million higher than what Bayern Munich pays their players. So this wage bill is something that Barcelona is trying to work on reducing, because we are over the salary limit. So we need to reduce it in order to be able to sign new players, to be able to sign players that we have already acquired, such as Frank Kessie and Andreas Christensen, and of course to be able to sign players that we have renewed, such as Ronald Araujo, and other players who are pending renewal, such as Gavi and Sergi Roberto. But not only is reducing this bill important for signing and acquiring new players, but also it's important for the survival of the club, because the huge wage bill that Barcelona had under Bartomeu is the reason why we're in this financial hole to begin with. So it's very important to reduce this wage bill, not only to acquire new players and to register new players, but also for the well-being of the club. So Joan Laporta has decided that he will implement wage cuts in order to reduce this wage bill. And it is reported today that the club has asked Xavi to put pressure on the players and try to convince them to reduce their wages in order for the survival of the club. And it is also reported that the club has asked Xavi to put pressure, especially on the captains of the team, because not only are they the highest earners of the team, but they're also the captains, and by reducing their wages, they will be setting an example for the remainder of the squad. Now on to the news of Gavi's renewal. As I've reported before, the club is trying to renew Gavi's contract, and Gavi has stated many times in the press that he wants to stay in Barcelona. He even instructed his agent to not hear any other offers from any other club, despite there being a lot of interest of him from European clubs, and despite these clubs wanting to offer him a lot more money than what Barcelona can. And last week during a press conference, Joan Laporta was asked about the progress of this renewal, and he said that the club had come to terms and have finalized all the terms with the player, and they have sent a written offer to Gavi, but that Gavi had not signed it and had not replied to this offer. Well, minutes after, Gavi's agent came out in the news, and he said that that was not true, that yes, they had come to terms with the club, however, they hadn't received any written offers from the club. Now this immediately raised the alarms amongst the fans, because it was worrisome that the president and the agent had different stories, and it seemed that the negotiations might be falling apart. However, it is reported today that Barcelona has sent Gavi an official written offer. So rest assured that the club will be renewing Gavi, and hopefully we'll be seeing the official statement pretty soon, and we'll be seeing Gavi signing that contract in a press conference like the club always does. Now on to the news of a player that might not be signing with the club, and that's Raphinha. As I reported before, Rafinha is a Leeds United player who has agreed to come to Barcelona on a 5-year deal, and has even agreed to reduce his salary in order to facilitate the transfer. However, there's the big obstacle of his transfer fee. He has a rescission clause with Leeds United of 75 million euros, which would have been reduced to 20 million euros had the club been relegated. But on the last day of the Premier League, Leeds United avoided relegation, so that fee remained at 75 million euros. However, Raphinha has made it clear to Leeds United that he wants to leave and wants to go to Barcelona, and he asked them to please try to work a deal for his transfer. So Leeds United set his price at 55 million euros. Of course, this is a lot more than what Barcelona can afford, and they were hoping that Raphinha's agent, Deco, would help bring that number down and help come to a better agreement. Well, today it's reported that Leeds United has increased the transfer fee from 55 million to 75 million euros. Of course, this is completely out of Barcelona's budget, and if Leeds United does not come down on that number, it seems that this operation is impossible, and we will probably not see Raphinha come to Barcelona next season. This is of course troublesome, because Xavi was counting on Raphinha to be Dembele's replacement on that right wing, now that Dembele will be leaving to PSG. So we'll see what who will Xavi choose to replace Dembele and Raphinha if he doesn't come on that right wing. Now on to the news of Robert Lewandowski. Seems that Lewandowski has asked the club for reassurances that they will be able to sign him during the summer transfer window. Lewandowski feels like he's gone out on a limb and made several statements in the press about how he's done with Bayern Munich, how he doesn't want to play next season at Bayern Munich, how he wants a new challenge, and how he wants to come to Barcelona to play here next season. Well, Lewandowski is now worried about Barcelona's financial situation, and he's worried that they will not be able to sign him and that they will leave him hanging. So he's asked for the club for reassurances, and the club has reassured him that yes, there is a plan in motion, that there is a contingency to make sure he does come to the club during the summer transfer window, and that if Barcelona is unable to sign any new players, they will for sure be signing him only. Now we end with the news of Frankie de Jong's statements. Yesterday, the Netherlands beat Belgium 4-1 in an international friendly, where we saw Memphis Depay score 2 goals, and when we saw a brilliant performance by Frankie de Jong, where he held the entire midfield, and he even contributed with an assist. Well, after the match, Frenkie de Jong made some interesting statements where he said that with the Netherlands international team, he has a different position than what he plays with Barcelona, and that he prefers the position that he currently plays with in the Netherlands over the position that he plays with in Barcelona. Now, I'm not sure if these are the statements that he made because it's a message that he's sending to Xavi to change his position, or if these are statements of a player who knows that he's on his way out of Barcelona. As I've said many times before, I really hope he doesn't leave. I really like Frenkie, and I really think he contributes to the team. But I also understand the club's position and the club's financial situation, and why they would prefer to sell him and make those reported 85 or 90 million euros off him. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I shared with you. And finally, I invite all of you to please subscribe to my channel so you can stay current on the latest news regarding FC Barcelona. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.